The call came at 2:13 a.m., not a phone call. Those had stopped working an hour earlier. It was a notification, a vibration against Daniel Harper's thigh as he drove through a stretch of road that didn't appear on his navigation map anymore. The message had no sender. It read, "You are exactly where you should not be." Daniel stared at the screen for 3 seconds longer than he should have. Long enough for the headlights to drift slightly off-center. Long enough for the road ahead to feel unfamiliar. Even though he had driven it dozens of times before it, he slowed down. That decision, barely noticeable, almost automatic, would later be identified as the moment everything went wrong. The road was empty. No traffic in either direction. No houses. No reflective signs. Just a flat ribbon of asphalt cutting through open land under a moonless sky. Daniel had taken this route to avoid construction on the interstate. It shaved off 15 minutes, according to the GPS. At least, it was supposed to. The radio was silent now. Not static, just silence. The kind that made the inside of the car feel sealed off from the rest of the world. Daniel checked the clock. 2:13 a.m. He glanced back at his phone. The screen was still lit. The message hadn't disappeared. "You are exactly where you should not be." "Yeah," he muttered, trying to sound calm. "Join the club." He tapped the navigation app. The blue route line was gone. The map showed his car icon floating in a blank gray field. No roads, no labels, no signal warning either. Just nothing. Daniel considered turning around, but something about the road behind him felt wrong. Not dangerous, not blocked, just distant, as if it belonged to a different place now that he kept driving. That was when he noticed the mile markers. They were all the same. Every reflective sign. He passed red mile 17 first. He thought it was his imagination. He slowed and leaned forward, squinting as the next sign approached. Mile 17. His chest tightened. He passed another. Mile 17. Daniel checked the clock again. 2:13 and the minute hand hadn't moved. He pressed the accelerator. The engine responded normally. The speedometer climbed. The road rushed beneath him faster now, the white lines blurring slightly. Another sign flashed by. Mile 17. A faint pressure settled behind his eyes, the beginning of a headache or something worse. "Okay," he said out loud. "Okay, this is fine. Just keep moving." The notification buzzed again. A new message appeared beneath the first. "Speed does not help." Daniel's foot lifted off the gas. His heart was pounding now, loud enough to feel in his throat. He pulled the phone from its mount and held it in his hand, as if that would give him some kind of control. "Who is this?" he said. His voice sounded thin inside the CAR.NO reply. The road ahead seemed to narrow, not physically, but perceptually, like the darkness was pressing inward. The headlights no longer illuminated as far as they should have. The edges of the road dissolved into black only a few car lengths ahead. Then, far in the distance, something appeared. Lights. 2 of them. Dim and steady. Red. Taillights. Relief hit Daniel so hard he laughed. Oh, thank God. Another car meant another person. A witness. Proof that the world was still working the way it was supposed to. He followed the lights, and no matter how long he drove, the distance between them never changed. They stayed just out of reach, hovering at the same point ahead of him. Not getting closer, not pulling away, matching him. The realization made his stomach drop. The clock still read 2:13 a.m. Daniel slowed. The taillights slowed too. He sped up. They sped up. His hands tightened on the wheel. "Stop," he whispered. "Just stop." The taillights flickered once, then they vanished. The road ahead was empty again. Daniel slammed on the brakes. The car skidded slightly before stopping dead in the middle of the road. His breathing was shallow and fast. The silence returned instantly, heavy and complete. The phone buzzed again. "Do not exit the vehicle." Daniel laughed, a sharp, almost hysterical sound. "You don't get to tell me what to do." He opened the car door. The moment it cracked open, the pressure hit him. It felt like stepping into deep water. His ears rang. His vision blurred. The air outside the car was thicker somehow, resistant, as if it didn't want him there. He stumbled out, steadying himself against the door frame. The road didn't look the same anymore. It was shorter, compressed. The darkness ahead had depth now, layered and uneven. The horizon bent inward slightly, like a photograph warped at the edges. Behind him, the interior of the car glowed warmly. Familiar, safe. Ahead of him, the world felt unfinished. Daniel took one step away from the car. The pressure increased that a low vibration began beneath his feet, subtle but unmistakable. It traveled up through his legs, into his chest. The fields on either side of the road shimmered faintly, like heat distortion without the heat. His phone vibrated again. "You have paused at an active boundary." "What does that mean?" Daniel asked, his voice barely audible. The vibration intensified. The darkness ahead shifted. It wasn't an object moving toward him. It was absence reorganizing itself. The air folded inward, forming a tall, indistinct shape that stretched across the road from edge to edge. Light bent around it strangely, refusing to behave. Daniel backed up, reaching for the car door. It didn't open. He pulled harder. The handle didn't move. The windows were no longer transparent. They reflected him back, distorted, stretched, unfamiliar. "Please," he said, not sure who he was talking to. The phone buzzed one last time. Motion maintained separation. The vibration surged. Daniel fell to his knees as the ground beneath him seemed to lose solidity. The road rippled like fabric shaken in slow motion. His sense of direction collapsed. Up and down lost meaning. Then, suddenly, everything stopped. The pressure vanished. The vibration ceased. Daniel found himself standing. The road was gone. The sky was gone. He existed in a vast, dim expanse with no clear boundaries. There was no floor, yet he stood. No light source, yet everything was visible. Shapes overlapped and intersected in impossible ways, like structures half-formed and abandoned. That he wasn't alone. Other presences lingered nearby. Not bodies, not faces, just awareness. Fear, confusion, a quiet, heavy resignation. Daniel understood without being told. They had all stopped. That a presence moved closer to him. It did not speak with sound. It communicated directly, efficiently. "You exited flow." "I didn't mean to," Daniel thought desperately. "I just slowed down." That is sufficient. Images flooded his awareness. Countless roads, countless vehicles, moments of hesitation repeated over and over. Doors opening, engines idling, motion breaking. The system corrected. "Can I go back?" Daniel asked. The presence paused. Return is not supported. The meaning was final. Around him, other presences drifted, some still resisting, others eerily calm. Daniel felt himself changing, his sense of individuality thinning, spreading. Far away, in a world still governed by clocks and maps, a monitoring system logged a minor anomaly. A car that never arrived. A road segment that lost measurable distance. A timestamp frozen permanently at 2:13 a.m. in somewhere beyond human perception. Daniel Harper became part of a boundary, silent, invisible, waiting for the next driver to slow down, waiting for the next pause, waiting for someone to stop.